Did you know you can tell a lot about the age of a Japanese sword from the size and shape of its tip? The Shinogi Zukuri profile developed in Japan, evolving from Tang Dynasty China swords. Shinogi literally means this ridgeline, and on Chinese swords, which were straight, they tended to be lower for a broader profile blade. With Japanese swords, they moved them a little higher up to create a longer plane for cutting. And at the tip, there is this horizontal line called the yokote, which forms a new plane for stabbing. This late Heian to early Kamakura sword, made about 800 years ago, has a very small tip, about the size of one of my digits. As you move later into the Kamakura period, to about 700 years ago, the tips start to become larger, so you can see this one is a little bit bigger than the last one. In the Nanbokucho period, when warfare is changing, the tips start to get larger. Starting with this one, which you can see is even larger than the other two, a little bit longer. And then later in the Nanbokucho period, the tips become very dramatic and huge. And these were usually meant for gouging or cutting off the cords of armor. As we get into the Muromachi period and the Warring States period, the tips vary in size, but they're all usually smaller than those Nanbokucho period tips. And then there's a revival of larger tips as you get into the Bakumatsu period, or the end of the Edo period. Which tip is your favorite? For me, it's the large Okisaki.